It's the essence that someone can actually reject logic, reason, scientific method, critical thinking, and believe that a guy that died 2,000 years ago can magically take away your responsibility, or the whole responsibility of mankind for all the bad things you've done. That to me is beyond irrational. It's that there's a
okay,
cultural virus.
That just punched us. How do you feel when you say your belief is irrational?
First of all, I guess I understand his view, but I kind of took it just like, you know, he wasn't really saying nothing of importance. You know, it really just rolled, it kind of just rolled through my ear like it was illogical and irrational. You know, and your thought of God is, you know, irrational and not too logical.
Y'all see why I brought this guy?
Yeah. So to me, my belief in God is important to me just because it gives me a boundary of life.
Feel free to ask questions. So
it gives me a boundary of life other than laws.
Have you ever thought, just in your wildest dreams, that it could all just be a complete lie? Because there's no physical evidence for it.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, that's thinking.
Don't you find value in critical thinking and making reasonable decisions that are based on evidence? Like if I said to you that, oh, if you drink this water, it'll make you invisible, you'll look at me like I'm a complete idiot, right?
No, but if you ask me to drink some water out the lake, which is still water, I would look at you like you're an idiot. So when you're asking me, do I find values in something that's a proven fact, I would ask you, do you find logic in morals?
Yes, I find, yes.
So are morals something that you can definitely say that this is right and this is wrong?
I think our morals as human beings have been, through science, they've been scientifically proven that they are naturally evolved from our ancient species.
Scientifically proved?
Science proved that it is wrong to murder another man. Some kind of way science proved that it's wrong.
Because it's not good for the survival of the human species, or it was naturally evolved thousands, if not millions of years ago, that it was not a positive thing for people to kill people and people to rape people.
So the only reason we don't kill is so our species will stay.
Yeah.
Is that
And I think there's this horrible mythology in our culture that you have to have religion to behave well.
Do you find forgiveness to be an important concept to introduce to family structure?
Forgiveness is important in any human society. You know, people have to be able to cooperate in groups to be able to survive.
Do you think this concept of forgiveness would have made an emergence apart from religion?
I think clearly it has. I mean, it's part of every human society.
Is not forgiveness what Christianity promotes, or by what avenue or what secular establishment has ever preserved the idea of forgiveness? Was there any mechanism, secular mechanism, that promoted forgiveness? Is there any book that's a secular book that promotes forgiveness?
Why would we need a magical book to promote forgiveness?
It's a natural
it's a natural thing. I will forgive my children countless times. You know, they have a free pass. You know, they do something wrong. I try to explain the difference between right and wrong. But if they mess up, I'm not going to disown them or anything like that. I will give them another chance. I will forgive them.
Is there such thing as a moral and social momentum?
There's a general sense of ethics that our culture shares.
And what's the source of these ethics? And can we all agree that religion is the source of these morals and ethics?
Absolutely not.
What are the sources there?
It's a naturally evolved mechanism. I mean, to survive as a species, we had to work together. All those tribes, thousands, even millions of years ago, that didn't work together, They don't exist now. It's just like biological evolution. The cheetah that didn't run fast enough to catch the zebra, they're dead. And the zebra that didn't run just fast enough to get away from the cheetah, they didn't survive. So us as groups, it's called group evolution or kin selection. We had to evolve some natural form of what morality is. It's
Social
like a
evolution.
code of
It's like social
conduct.
evolution.
Yeah, social evolution.
Is religion a part of social evolution?
Yes.
My personal opinion is
actually
religion is a cultural parasite that's taken advantage of natural cognitive mechanisms, but that's a bit socially.
Okay.
So what position are you speaking from? Are you speaking from the position of a particular religion, or are you speaking from a kind of pantheistic, all religions? Because you have Islam, you have Judaism, you have Christianity, you have Shintoism, Taoism, you have Buddhism, you have Hinduism, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
All of these have a specific set of morals and ethics.
Okay. Well,
and either they're all valid or none of them are valid, right? And they're all pretty similar. There's differences because different societies are structured different ways, but they have a lot of similarities. And they have similarities because people are people. And what that indicates is that there's aspects of ethics that derive from human nature that are pretty universal, and not from a specific revelation by a specific God to a specific person.
Right, beliefs like what would carry us on, because in my mind as a Catholic or as a Christian, I would feel that if everybody in the world were atheists, the world would go to hell. Well, I mean, hey, you give a punch in the mouth, you take a punch in the mouth.
My definition of atheism is like amoral or atypical. It's just, I am without theism. I do not believe that there is a theistic personal deity. That is it. That is the only thing. That is what atheism is to me. Now, it could be different to different people, because theists come up to me all the time and they like to tell me what atheism is. They usually tell me it's because I hate God, and I say, well, I don't believe in God, so why would I even hate God? That would be like me hating the Loch Ness Monster or hating leprechauns. I don't hate leprechauns because they don't exist. And so that's my definition of atheism.
I think that's a very important point, though, because in the narrow sense of the term, atheism per se is not a philosophy. It's the negation of certain specific narrow beliefs. But when you start talking about a broader philosophy, you start talking about humanism or something like that.
Is it a negation of certain beliefs, or which one would that atheism fall into?
You can talk about other philosophies where that becomes a philosophical system, but just saying I don't believe in God is not the foundation of a philosophical system. It's a statement of non-belief. It's not a principle in itself. You can't build on it.
But what Don was implying, I believe, was